What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Aviator channel. Today we're flying the RV and flying behind the new Dynon Avionics EMS-D10. That's this unit right here. And thought I'd take you all along with me. So here we go. Front range ground, RV-3105 Lima is holding short at Alpha 7. I've got the current data information, and I'll be north around Bravo.
RV-05 Lima, Roger, follow the arrow, runway 26, taxi Alpha.
Number 2 behind the arrow, Alpha to 26, thanks. So you'll notice on this instrument, we've got, I've been through it before, our EGTs, our CHTs, fuel, kind of tells you everything you want to know. So this is a Garmin 335, and it's our ADS-B out. This provides our ADS-B in, so that's going to feed the iPad, gives us all our traffic, weather, all that kind of stuff. And we'll get this thing pointed into the wind, do a quick run-up, and we'll see what we see. All right, we'll take it up to 1800. There's peak right there. We'll give it a few turns. Switch of peak. Check our mags. 40 RPM drop. RPM drop. This has got P-mags in it, so we're looking at this instrument right here for that. All right, EGTs are good, CHTs are good, oil pressure is good, oil temperature is good, fuel flow is good, amps are good, volts are good.
Front range ground, Sirius 449 Whiskey Mike.
Front range tower, RV-3105 Lima is ready to go at Alpha 9er.
RV-05 Lima, Roger, right down departure, runway 26, clear for takeoff.
RV-3105 Lima, cleared 26 with a right-hand departure, thank you. There's really not much of a run-up with this RV. It's a pretty simple configuration here, and I like it that way. All right, here we go.
Sirius 49 Whiskey Mike on departure, squawk will be 5623. Advise ready for taxi.
Alright, EGTs are good, CHTs are good. And here we go. Nice day today. Nice and overcast. It was raining this morning. Level it off there, and okay, so right now our ground speed is 144 knots. At 2300, 2340.
Climb front range ground, again.
Fuel flow is 8.5 gallons an hour. Flying on our pilot side tank, our left-hand tank.
Sirius 9 Whiskey Mike, Roger.
And this instrument is just so easy to read. So out of this airport, we're always flying underneath Bravo. And so I tend to keep my charts up so I can make sure I'm not busting it. I'll tell you what, I've heard them bust Bravo probably 4 or 5 times in the last week and a half, which is crazy. All right, ground speed 162 knots right now at 2400. Bring that back to 2300. And we'll do our turn.
3105 Lima, remain outside class Bravo, change per.
3105 Lima, thanks for your help today. We'll see you in a little while. Now we're at 5,700 feet just peeling along here. Now I typically fly this airplane at 350, my highest CHT at 350, my highest EGT at about 1250. I'm at about 1270 on the highest one there, so I'll enriching that just a hair. And we should be good. If you've never flown an RV, I'll tell you what, you're missing out being a pilot. These are just wonderful airplanes. They're fun to fly. They're fast, easy to land. You know, there's just not much to complain about with an RV. Maybe space, but if you really want one, you can build an RV-10 and have all the space you want. But about this MGL, this is just a standby attitude indicator to the dynon over here. And it gives you your ball, turn coordinator there, your attitude. Right now we're indicating about 125 knots, and we're doing about 138 knots over the ground. Love this Garmin flip-flop. And I'm flying with Garmin Pilot over here. We're going to stay down below 6,000 feet. Nice thing about Garmin Pilot is if you bring these widgets up, it gives you a navigation widget and then a METAR for your closest airport. So you kind of always know what's going on. Just a beautiful day to be flying today. I said in my last video that this is a Garmin 150 XL. It's an old GPS, but I really like it. I mean, it coordinates very well with the autopilot, and so you know, I could have changed it, but I decided just to leave it in. I mean, it does everything I need it to do, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know in some of my other videos it wasn't broken. I fixed it anyways, but on this airplane I just wanted to leave it alone. I wanted to get rid of all those dials and all the instruments. It got to where it was so busy, I found myself rubbernecking just to figure out what was going on. And so this one instrument basically eliminated 9 other instruments. And so, and I haven't had any issues with it whatsoever. It's just a spectacular instrument. It matches this other dynon over here, so turned out pretty good, and I like it just the way it is. We'll turn you back on when we land. Alrighty then, well, we're almost to Longmont. We're about 12 miles out.
3695 L. Charlie's clear Alpha 2.
And we're doing 141 knots, 162 miles an hour. And we're at 5,900 feet, 5,900. And I can see the airport off in the distance.
Longmont traffic, skydiving in 2 minutes. Use caution and avoid oversight at Longmont.
Longmont's crazy busy with skydiving and everything else. One of my favorite airports. Alright, we're 10 out, we'll make our call. Longmont area traffic, RV-3105 Lima is 10 to the east at 5,900, 5,900. We're going to enter on the 45 for a left-hand downwind 11 Longmont. Now, one of the things about an RV is you got to slow the darn thing down. The flap deploy speed is 100 miles an hour, and so it takes a little while to bleed some of that speed off. And I'll kind of show you my procedure here. And it's really just pitch and power. Pitch up, power down. Bleed speed fairly quickly. I've got the airport right over here. And at 5 miles, I'll start slowing down. And I report more frequently here at Longmont just because there's so much traffic. Longmont area traffic, RV-3105 Lima is 6 to the east at 5,900 feet. We're going to enter on the 45 for a left-hand downwind 11 Longmont. I'm just reducing power and maintaining pitch here to maintaining 5,900 to bleed some of that speed off. Field elevation at Longmont, I think it's 5,050 feet. And there's 100 miles an hour. I cheated a little bit. It's typically, if I give it about 16.
Longmont traffic, Cessna 3695, Charlie's going to be taking off 11, staying in the pattern. Longmont.
1,600 RPM usually gives me about 100. Now I typically, when I put in the flaps, I put in all the flaps. I don't do it, 10 degrees, 10 degrees, 10 degrees. To me, it makes no sense. You're just increasing your workload. Longmont area traffic, RV-3105 Lima is 2.5 from the field on the 45 for a left-hand downwind 11 Longmont. And we are right at 100 miles an hour on the 45 for the field. An airplane just taken off there, he just called out. And I'm dropping about 200 feet a minute. Longmont area traffic, RV-3105 Lima is left-hand midfield downwind for 11 Longmont. And midfield I usually dump in the flaps. Got a Cessna behind me, he'll never catch me. I can make fun of Cessnas because I own one. And my approach speed is typically 80 miles an hour.
Longmont traffic, Cessna 3695, Charlie's crosswind for downwind 11 Longmont.
Longmont area traffic, RV-3105 Lima is a left-hand downwind, a beam the numbers 11 Longmont. And so I'm 80 miles an hour here on my downwind leg. Losing about 200 to 300 feet a minute, exactly what I want. Longmont area traffic, RV-3105 Lima, left-hand base for 11 Longmont. Taking out a little bit of the power here. I know I'm going to make the runway. Longmont area traffic, RV-3105 Lima, short final 11 Longmont. All the power's out.
Longmont traffic, Cessna 3695, Charlie's steering base 11 Longmont, full stop.
Okay, so there's a main wheel landing. Nose wheel still up. Keep the nose wheel up until the end. Until it just won't fly anymore. Longmont area traffic, RV-3105 Lima is clear of the active. Longmont. Well, there you have it. A little flight in the RV. If you like this sort of thing, like, subscribe, comment. And until next time.